So it's just after 10 in the morning now, and we didn't have rain last night, but apparently tonight and tomorrow and the day after it's going to be a big amount of rain. So, but we're gonna see if we can cut some beans. So we had to move like it's about a 7 miles that we have to move to this farm. But yeah, hopefully we can get something done today. So everything's hooked up, and it's a bit of a challenge getting to the field. We disked the fire brakes, so it's a bit muddy with the rain. But yeah, Dad's getting ready. He's in the combine. I think he's just gonna open up, just cut maybe the edge rows, and yeah, then we're gonna get into this field. The soybeans over here are looking really good. I think this is some of the best beans that I've ever had, just by looking at them. But yeah, you know, looks can be deceiving. But I did a few pod counts, and I know where my fertility levels were at, and I know what my tissue samples were saying. And I was lucky enough to get a few rain events on this field, you know, to fill out these beans. I did notify the judges last week that I want to cut an entry over here. So they will be here. It's 10 past 10:30 in the morning. These beans, I think they're still going to be wet now, but that's why we're going to cut just 2 passes to see the moisture, and then at I think 1 or 2 p.m. The judges will be here if these beans are dry, and then I'm gonna cut an entry. So from I don't guess or go on luck of the draw when it comes to. I think a lot of guys, they sit in a combine and then they cut to a field, and then they see they've got a proper spot yielding nicely, and then what they do is apparently they call the judges and they say, listen, we need to cut. There's some nice beans, and they just want it for the glory of the moment. But those guys usually they can't tell you how they got to that success. And usually that's the guys you only see once or twice, and never hear from them again. And not that it's always the case, but I think that happens quite a lot. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to be cutting my. So I did some management over management that I did to these beans. Actually, I just took out one of the stakes, one of the other stakes. I'm just looking for it here to the edge, even though I do lock everything electronically. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm hoping for the best, and see if I can get something to yield out of this field. So yeah, they're coming, hitting the side, and I'm really thankful, because if you see dust, usually that's a good indicator that beans might be dry. Oh, I can see that elevator or the clean grain on top. So we just did like a half an acre, and the yields are looking really good. So now we just my dad just left to go and make sure about double check the moisture to see if we can get going. So in an hour's time, I'm just waiting on the judges to come and also come and measure. So even though our requirements are that you are allowed to just use the GPS, that's bullshit. So we try to keep to the old school, just measure it. So I'm just waiting on that measuring wheel, and then we'll start measuring out. So we have to cut 2 hectares. I think that's like 5 acres. So we do a 5 acre pool, or that we need to cut both for beans and for corn. So yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm just walking down to where my marker is going to be, where we're going to start, and then we're going to place. So yeah, these beans, I must say, we only cut like the edge, and so we do cut open the edges. We are also not allowed to enter the edges. So I'm going to be taking off this headland as well, another 12 rows, and then we'll start there from the inside. And I reckon my spot's going to be, it's about 120 meters that I know where my stake is, but I think the jackals took it out. So, but luckily I know it's 120 meters from where the that bend at the bottom starts, and then we're gonna start measuring and probably cut from there. Yeah. So these beans are looking really promising, and we cut the side, and we went in there about up to there and a bit back, just to see what the moisture is on the inside. And yeah, I'm really looking forward. I think there's going to be a proper yield coming off of here. So with my brother, he's usually the one driving this grain cart, but with him still being at hospital with the twins, the baby twins, so it's going to be between me and my dad running this grain cart. So I put it with this 180 Puma, and it handles quite nicely. I just took out the ag leader display the other day, put it in one of the other tractors, just to make sure when we were spreading, make sure that my spreader settings was correctly, and I haven't put it back, so I have the ability to do cart ace. So that's ag leaders, what ag leader uses to, or it's their function of autonomy. I don't want to say call it autonomy, but so when I engage the auto steer, this tractor and grain cart will drive itself just next to the combine. So it's actually, you don't need to put your hands on the steering wheel. The auto steer and the cart ace will take over that, and then it's less stressful for the grain cart driver and for the combine operator, because you don't have to worry about missing there at the back, because the visibility, the grain cart is quite high, so sometimes visibility can be a bit challenging. You can see that's what you've got in that mirror, and that's what you've got in that mirror. By just getting everything ready, all lined up, I had to make sure that it's empty, completely empty. You can see the floor, it's got a window, it's not focusing now. You can see the sun all the way to the bottom. So getting all of that ready, I'm itching to start cutting beans. So that's Francois. He's going to be one of the judges, and he's also one of my chemical reps, and I'm really wondering what his opinion is going to be and what he's seeing here. Just as long as he doesn't start crying before I start crying. So moisture is good, and we are off to cutting. So I'm just opening up the sides, and before we start with the entry, and it looks good. It looks really good. The yield is surprisingly good.